بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
So the rest of the lecture today is going to revolve around the maf'ul. Okay. And I'm going to introduce something new. And for that, let me go back to my slides and then we will come back to this piece of paper and then we will talk more, inshallah. But before I do that, about these two slides, did we get a good understanding on the grasp of the concept now?
Alhamdulillah.
Okay. So I want to hear this from everybody, because if anyone who's not clear on this, then I am willing to take the time to stop and help them out. Because if you get stuck here, then moving forward will get more confusion in your mind. So don't be shy. We are like a big family here. We're all Muslim brothers and sisters, and we're all sincerely trying to learn something. So our idea is not to judge anyone. We're just trying to make each other comfortable with this. So can I get some comfort feeling before I move on? Is everybody with me?
I'm not comfortable. No,
Okay,
I'm not really comfortable.
Tell me, where are you not comfortable? I'll help you.
Well, I think it's from the beginning, like all these little words that you have, Zaidun, Ziyadan, and when you when you use that what is called fa and nasaba,
Rafa and nasab, yes.
In there.
Yeah.
And in this cheat sheet you were saying, like, did you send it to everybody?
Oh, this is today. I'm going to be sending
this is
it
today. Oh, I see. Yeah, I'm understanding it very little because I'm a very beginner.
Okay. Well, we are in session number 5, right? And this information I have shared with you is basically a review from all those 5 sessions. Some new information, but most of it is I'm reviewing with you with examples so that you understand it thoroughly. Now, one question. Were you able to look at some of the materials from day one? Like, were you able to?
I did until last week.
Until last week.
I missed the lesson last week.
Okay, well, that was a big lesson, and maybe you want to catch up on that after this class, so that because every lesson is connected with the previous one. Yes.
Inshallah.
If you're gonna miss one, it's a big, like 2 hours worth of material is missing from your vocabulary right now. But inshallah, you know what I can do? I can work with you one-on-one if you want. I can help you catch up. Yeah.
Okay.
So for the rest of the class, maybe just watch it with an open mind and try to make mental notes and then review it from the previous session. Inshallah, I will come to you. Okay. So in plain English, what are we trying to do? In English, when you have a verbal sentence, you have a verb, which is a action, and we have a somebody who does the action. Yes. Sister Jahan? So when you have an action, is there a doer of that action? Okay. If I tell you something like this, okay. So if I say, I ate dinner, is that simple, plain English? Sister Jahan?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. So if I have to analyze this from the English grammar perspective, ate is the verb.
Verb,
yes?
yeah.
That's the action. Now, somebody doing the action, somebody's eating the dinner, yes?
Yeah, I am doing it, yeah.
I am doing it, so I am the subject, yes? And what am I eating?
Dinner, which is an object.
Dinner. That is my object. So this is all we are talking about, okay? And what we are saying, that Arabic names, we're saying the subject is known as fa'il, yes? Verb is known as fa'il, yes?
Yeah.
And the object is known as maf'ul. Yeah?
Maf'ul, yes. Yeah.
Yes. So first thing you need to know, how do I identify the English? And then how do I identify the different components of it in Arabic and also in English? Then I told you that there is a status, and that could be nasab for the maf'ul, which is NASB, nasab, and the file is Rafa. Now, for that, you have to study a little bit, but I told you that if you see Zaidun with the Dhammatan, then it is Rafa. Yeah, I gave you an example, easy, made it easy for you.
Okay.
And when it's Zaidan, then I said it's nasab. So just to make it easy for you. Okay.
Okay.
So that's all we have done so far. And then we put the 2 and 2 together, and we made a lot of sentences.
Okay.
Yes?
So the would be, yes, would be Rafa,
Rafa.
which means the subject. And then an would be nasab, which is object.
Yes. So that is your file, and that is your maf'ul.
So
Is everybody else clear on this now?
is subject.
Yes.
Okay, good. So let's look at, we have 10 minutes before we break. So let's look at, inshallah. Okay. So do you guys remember this chart?
Yes.
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 So that you know. Now read the title. What does it say?
Noun. Zamai.
The Mai. We went back. Okay. Zamair, but what is the status?
Rafa.
Rafa.
Halif. Okay.
Halat Rafa. Halat
Halat
means
Rafa.
status.
Status.
Okay. So that is what I'm trying to show you. Okay, let me see. Okay. So these are the Zamair of the status of Rafa. So what are they going to act as?
Subject.
The subject. Everybody clear on that?
Yeah.
Understand what I'm trying to say?
Rafa is subject.
When you see this table, and we know that they could be the file, that means these are the nouns, the pronouns of the file, because they are Rafa. Agree?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, look at that. Huwa, huma, hum. Hiya, huma, hunna. Anta, antuma, antum, anti, antuma, antunna. And I know this is very small. Ana, nah.
No.
Ana.
Okay.
Ana.
Ana, nahnu.
Ana.
Nahnu. Yeah. Now look at this one. Who. Okay. And before I go, let's look at this, the translation. Huwa is he. Huma is they two. And whom is they all. Correct?
Yeah.
Hiya is she. So these are the Rafa pronouns.
Okay.
Remember that. Another name for Rafa pronoun is called detached pronouns. What are they known as?
Detached.
Detached pronouns. Okay.
Or independent as well.
Or independent pronouns. So the people who've been taking the class with me from day one, for them this is a pure review. All I'm doing this effort is for my new students, that they need to know this because they have not seen this in a lot of detail. Okay.
Yes.
And we have done this practice several times. So
Yeah.
this is the Rafa pronouns because they act as the file. Okay. When they have who, the meaning of who is his or him. Okay. Changes from he to his or him. See that point?
Yeah.
Okay. Then huma is their, them.
Them.
Two people. Hum will be their, them all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ha will be
Here.
her.
He. Yeah.
Her. Yes. Huma is the same. And hunna is the their, them. Okay. So far, the only thing different is who and ha. Huma and whom is the same. Huma and hunna is the same.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good. Now let's look at the second person.
Ka kuma kum.
Ka,
Ka kuma kum.
kuma, kum. If we remember the pronouns from the Rafa, it was ta, tuma, tum.
Tum.
It becomes ka, kuma, kum. So the sounding is same, it's just a different letter. Are you with me so far?
Yep.
Yes.
Can we guess the female one?
Ki.
Ki.
Ki kuma kunna.
Kuma,
Kunna.
Kunna.
kunna. Yeah. Now the third person was, the first person was ana, nahnu. So here we're gonna have
Yeah. Yeah.
ni
Ni.
and
Me.
na.
No.
No. Sorry.
Okay.
No.
So let me show you this side by side so that you know what I'm talking about. Let's look at this slide. Okay. Is this better?
Yep.
So
Yes.
the detached pronoun, the Arabic name is Zamirun Munfasilun, meaning they are separate. There is a fasla. Unke beech mein distance hai. Fasla. Urdu mein fasla kisko kehte hain? When there is a separation. There is a distance between two things. So Zamirun Munfasilun mean they are detached pronouns. And Zamirun Muttasilun, they are attached.
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 Muttasil mean they are right next to each other. Yeah. Okay. So for huwa, we have who. For huma, we have huma. For hum, we have hum. For hiya, we have ha. And for huma, we have huma. Hunna, hunna. So far, not bad.
No.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Anta become ka. Antuma become kuma. Antum become kum. Antum become kum. Yeah. Anti, ki. Antuma, kuma. Antunna, kunna. Okay. Ana will become ye and nahnu will become na.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I know it will not get into your brain right away, but as soon as we look at the examples, inshallah, it will start to make sense. So let's take a look at this. Daraba. Instead of beat, let's call it he hit. What does daraba mean?
He
He
hit.
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 Okay. Is there a verb and a file here?
Yes.
Okay. Who's the verb? Beat.
Hit.
Or
Hit.
Beat.
Hit.
Hit.
And
Hit.
the subject is,
He.
file is
He.
He.
he,
He.
right? Now I want to bring the maf'ul in it. Yeah. I want to bring the maf'ul in the picture. But I want to bring the maf'ul as the zamir, not a visible noun. Okay. So watch what happens. He beat him. Daraba
Darabahu.
who.
Darabahu.
What is who?
Him.
Him. Is the who is the pronoun of nasab and jar?
Muful.
Yeah.
Is who is the nasab pronoun? Yeah.
Yes.
So we know that our maf'ul is nasab. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So darabahu. Now let's analyze this. Is daraba, does it have inside file or outside file?
Inside.
Inside.
Inside, because it's a he. He hit. Now, is the maf'ul inside or outside?
Inside.
Inside. Inside.
Inside, because him.
Him.
They're both pronouns. Now, before I take it to the next level, let me show you this on a piece of paper so that you know what I'm talking about. Okay. Look at this. We know that huwa is Rafa. Agree?
Yeah.
Yes.
And we know that who is nasab. Agree?
Yes.
So if I want to have a subject, I'm going to be using huwa.
Right.
Mhm.
If I want to have an object, I'm going to be use
Who?
object as
Subject.
nasab.
Nasab. Yeah.
So let's say a very simple example. Daraba. What is this? This
He
is
hit.
plus file. Agree?
Yes.
Agree? So we know that the file is huwa, which is hidden.
Mhm.
Yes?
Darabahu.
And it is inside.
Inside.
Are you with me, guys?
Yeah.
Okay. Now if I say dara ba plus u, what happened here? Fail plus file
plus maf'ul.
Plus maf'ul.
maf'ul. Okay. So what is the maf'ul?
Who?
And what is the meaning of who?
Him.
Him.
So if this was, the translation was he hit,
Him.
right?
Him.
And the translation will be he
He hit him.
He hit him.
him. Yes? So far with me, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when,
Can I ask a question, please?
yes, Sister Home.
Yeah. So previously we learned that if a verb has, or as ism has fatha, that will be actually nasab, not rafa. So in this case, we on the how you put the dhamma, sorry, and you call it nasab. Why is that?
Okay, so basically when you want to know the rafa and nasab on the pronouns, you have to memorize these tables. These tables, okay, these ones.
Yeah.
So we know that huwa is rafa, who is nasab. And remember, when we were dealing with even in the nouns, when we were dealing with the status, we had to look at the singular and the broken plurals as one category. Remember?
Yeah. I got this one, but I mean it's opposite of the ism. On ism, if we have something on dhamma on it, then it will be rafa state.
But only in the singular category and the broken plural category, right? So we don't want to confuse that. So that is you're right. And the clarification I'm telling you, when you're looking at the zamair, and when you want to look at the huwa and the rafa and nasab, you have to look at these two charts. Yeah. So this one sheet will give you both comparison. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So if I take this, yes, go ahead.
So one question, just these charts that you just showed us.
Yeah.
Are like, because I don't think so it's in the other one. Like, are you going to be sending this as well?
This is today's lecture, right? So I'm going to be sending
Yeah,
right
so
after.
sending those two.
Yes,
Yeah.
I will be sending those right away. So if I say Nasara, what is Nasara?
He helped.
He helped.
Nasara who? He helped him.
If I say Nasara,
Who?
what did
He
that
helped
mean?
them.
He helped them.
He helped
He
them.
Helped them.
Helped them.
Her.
Them, right?
Them, sorry.
Yeah. So now you can see what did that mean. Now, I know we need to go to the break. Let me quickly show you one thing before we go to the break. And inshallah, that will be a very good last thing we do before we break for the break.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. So let's take a look at this. You guys read Surah Al-Araf many times, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So in Surah Al-Araf, there is a dialogue between Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the shaitan. Yeah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said to him, Allah said, Ma mana'aka, what prevented you, Allah tasjuda, that not you prostrate, is amratuk or amartuk. I commanded you. When I commanded you, what made you not, what prevented you from doing the sajda? Look at the answer. Allah. Who is saying now?
Shaitan.
Shaitan.
Ana. Do we know what ana means?
Hi.
Yeah.
I.
Hi.
Khayrum minhu. Khayrum, better.
Better. Yeah.
Minhu, than him.
Yeah.
Yes. Khalaqtani. What is khalaqtani?
He created me.
Khalaqa. What is khalaqa? Khalaqa is
Verb.
Created.
Fail, file, and maf'ul.
You created.
You created.
You created.
Okay, let's look at me. You created me min nar, from fire. Wa khalaqtahu, and you created him min tin, clay. Do you see the benefit of that, the knowledge we just learned?
Yes.
That now I
Alhamdulillah.
can I can decipher these. I understand that what is the file, what is the action, and who is the object. Yes?
Yes.
I also know if it's an inside object or inside file or outside object. Got it?